Hello guys, today we're going over the weekly box office. And we're going over many films that are still playing in theaters. I don't know where I gained that Alita update from, but I don't see Alita here. It's not here. So How to Train Your Dragon is still here despite it coming out on Blu-ray for a few weeks and DVD. I'm going to go be seeing the film on Blu-ray when I get the DVD collection of the three films, because I haven't actually seen any of the How to Train Your Dragon movies before. But we're not talking about How to Train Your Dragon. We're talking about the highest grossing movies of the week. All the movies that are still doing well in the box office. So, Avengers Endgame is still dropping. Avengers Endgame was projected to gross $240 million this weekend and went past 2.5 billion. It is seen that Avengers Endgame is slowing down very, very fast because it's a 3-hour movie. That's the reason why. It's going down 50% each time, so if it goes down another 50%, it'll be at 30 million. Next week is going to be a pretty hard weekend to John Wick because it's John Wick 3 coming out next weekend. Is it any movies that... I know John Wick 3 is coming out, but any other movies, so... We'll reschedule. Yeah, John Wick 3 is coming out, and a Dog's Journey where it could go around 20 million, but John Wick 3 might be the number one movie of next weekend, which means Pikachu will be another one of those movies that has never hit number one. Because it didn't top Avengers on its weekend. So, Detective Pikachu is not in the top 10 yet, but it'll soon be in the top 10. It'll probably top Alita Battle Angel, and the Lego Movie 2, and The Upside, Dumbo and Grass, and probably even Shazam as well. Shazam had a similar opening to Pikachu, but Shazam was down because of Avengers Infinity Endgame, not Infinity War. Avengers Endgame is dropping, and it still has a chance of passing Avatar, but probably won't pass Avatar as it is decreasing very, very, very fast. So it's still around 200 to 300 million away from Avatar. And next is Detective Pikachu, the movie we will be talking about. Detective Pikachu opened with 170 million worldwide. So it's not going to gross $1 billion, sadly. I was hoping it did. Hoping it had a massive opening. But it is the first in the series. They are going to make more Pokemon movies. They're already making a sequel to this movie. I'm surprised the Monster Hunter movie is not here yet. But Detective Pikachu is the first, has already about to outsell 2018's Tomb Raider movie. And it's probably going to be the highest grossing video game movie ever made. No video game movie has opened over $50 million. And that's a big thing, because video game adaptations are usually terrible or not that great. For example, the Need for Speed movie. There are a few good video game adaptations out there. For example, the Angry Birds movie or Rampage, or Pokemon Detective Pikachu. But most of them are not that great. I haven't seen many of the older ones, and that's basically it. Detective Pikachu is the fastest grossing video game movie ever. It's the same movie did not reach number one. It is dipped a little more than expected. Detective Pikachu is holding a record star for basically video game movies in general. It has topped Tomb Raider. It's the only sixth time that basically any video game movie has topped an A-. Alongside Mortal Kombat and Rampage, which Rampage was a pretty good movie. Some people don't like it because it doesn't have enough storyline. But Rampage was a pretty good movie. Seen it a few times. But now let's go to the other movies, as we really spent 3 minutes talking about Detective Pikachu. Now let's wrap up the rest of the films. The Hustle. Do not know the budget for this movie, but it's likely gonna break even as another comedy movie. Comedy movies usually do well. The Intruder dropped 49%. Token, I never even heard that movie before, but The Intruder is doing okay. It only has Broken Even. It's another Sony movie. Long Shot. That I don't know. That movie has like a $4 million budget, so it's a flop. It's another flop by Lionsgate. Palms. Don't know the but. I gotta look up. Does this movie even have a budget? Because it might be a flop. Because Palms is a movie made by like STX. Seems that nobody likes this movie anyways. Yeah, Palms is considered a flop. Token's a indie movie. Don't know its actual budget, but it's gonna probably be a flop. 10 million, so 10 million. So it's gonna be a flop. It's not that big of a budget. Ugly Dolls is of course dying. Nobody wants to see it. It's a flop. Breakthrough is still doing okay. It came out before Endgame came out. Breakthrough is a Christian movie, a religious movie. So those people are going to turn out to go see that movie. Ugly Dolls. Ugly Dolls is a flop. No sugarcoating it. Ugly Dolls is a massive flop. Now let's go over Shazam. Shazam is gonna end up around 360 million, which is sad because the movie is actually good. It's not doing as well because of Avengers. There's nothing we can do about it. But the last movie is Token. Do not even know what Token's about, but I'm gonna look up its budget. Token. Yeah, Token's a flop. So expect that to be on the flops list, and that's it for the box office update. Avengers Endgame continues to drop. Goodbye.